Have you ever struggled with your self-esteem and not been 100% comfortable being you on the football pitch? Well, I think we've all been there, and we want to do something about it. So we teamed up with Pernille and Magda Eriksson from FC Bayern to have a chat about being comfortable with who you are.
Well, I think it's really important that you can be true to yourself and you are who you are, both on and off the pitch. I think it goes together. Like if you're true to yourself off the pitch, I think you will be even more true to yourself on the pitch as well.
Yeah, and I think when you are true to yourself, that's when you can be the best version of yourself, and that's when you can get the best out of yourself.
But girls, have you ever faced any challenges when it comes to doubting yourselves?
The challenges we face as players in terms of doubt and self-esteem, I think it's very connected to your performance on the pitch, and there's a lot of opinions in football, and you have to get used to sorting out what opinions matter and what opinions that you shouldn't care about. We have social media, so I think for me, a lot of it comes from when I worry too much about what other people think of me. That's when I get low in my self-esteem, and that's when I have to remind myself that there's only a few people whose opinions are really important to me.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to focus on.
Yeah, I think you have to use the energy on the good and the people you know, and people you know that has the right opinions, both good and bad, because obviously you also need some, not criticism, but some bad feedback sometimes to get better. But it's important that you have the people around you can trust and you know.
But have you actually ever experienced really doubting yourself as footballers?
Yeah, I think everyone who plays football or everyone who just, in life have experienced doubt and low self-esteem. Personally, I try to work myself out of it to really focus on the good things I'm also doing. I think as humans, we always look at the bad things we do, and then we put a lot of energy on those instead of the good things we do. So that's something I focus on, and then also just being in the moment. Everyone makes mistakes. It's just about to learn from it, actually, and then move on.
And I think also it's important to open up to the people close to you. So actually use the people around you who care for you and who love you and who wants the best out of you, and open up to them. Because I think when you keep stuff in, it's going to feel like the problem is even bigger than it actually is, or you get even more low. So I think as soon as you talk to someone and open up, it's so much easier, and you kind of take the pressure out of the problem. That's what I've noticed. The more I open up to people, the quicker I can move on and feel better again.
So how do you react to people who want to change you?
Being a professional football player, there's always going to be people who think you should do something differently, or you should have done that or this, and it's really important to stay in the moment and just stay focused on the opinions that matter, but also your instinct, and focus on yourself and kind of block out the ones who are not as important. I think it's really difficult, to be honest. Like we said before, it's one of the hardest things with being a professional football player and playing in front of big crowds and being a well-known player is probably all the opinions that people have about you. But if you can master that, I think you've come a really long way.
Yeah, and also if you really know what your values are, I think it's easier to stick to them, even though maybe some people have opinions about you. But if you know what you stand for, who you are, then I think it's easier to block out the noise.
Do you also have some concrete advice for young players out there?
The best advice I'd give to young players is to dare to dream. I think no dream is ever too big, and I think that will give you inspiration. And in terms of staying true to yourself, I say treat others the way that you want to be treated yourself. In that way, you will always get the love back that you give to others.
Yeah, and then also nobody's perfect. I think today everyone wants to strive to be perfect, but there is nothing like perfect. Everyone, like I said, make mistakes, but you have to learn from it, and then always just try to go after to fulfill your potential. Everyone has a big potential, and then it's just about to be able to fulfill it. But no one is perfect.
Thank you so much for watching.
And remember to stay true to yourself.
So, guys and girls, remember that doubt and low self-esteem is a natural thing to face. However, it's also something that you can overcome as long as you focus on what's positive and basically shut out all the pointless negativity. Big thanks to Magda and Pernille, and thanks to you for watching. Remember, you're awesome, and things are gonna be okay.